Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Journey Beyond the Abyss. So, I took another day off and I kind of forgot what I'm doing. It looks like that filter might be jammed. Let's just go take care of that real quick. But I have a rough idea of what it is. I think I was building the core sampling drill and I just need to build a lot of steel for that. Yep. And there's nothing to it but to do it. Yeah, so are you gonna... Okay, it looks like now the pollution is starting to kind of filter into it once again. Yeah, there we go. So I just need to check that every so often until I can automate it, which the core sampling drill will put us on the path to doing. So, oh boy. One of these days I'll memorize the new storage system, probably right before I finally build a new one, or some sort of system that completely invalidates it. Just to double check where I'm at. Yeah. Okay, so core sampling drill. Lots of steel. Well, let's make lots of steel. Let's make... If I take 16 blocks, that should mean that I should need 9 stacks of... I don't have enough. Right, I just put some charcoal on the burners. That's the last thing I did. We were going to see which one of these pit burners does better for it. Well, that's going to require a little bit of waiting, won't it? Yeah, and I have... Let's just get rid of that. The way you clear a smeltery is you just take out the controller. That is the one block that you can take out that will simply invalidate whatever liquids are inside. On the other hand, if you need to change around your smeltery, you can take out every block except for the controller. The controller is what stores that liquid data inside of it. And so long as you don't mess with it, it won't mess with you. Goodness, this thing is stinky. Just a mess. Well, I suppose in the meantime we could... Yeah, this is going to need more... It's going to need more of a bit of everything, really. That's a pretty easy glue recipe. The only thing that's unusual about it is the liquid clay. And that has to be the liquid clay that I... Oh, I can get that from a squeezer, you say? Huh. There's a couple of things I could use a squeezer for, come to it. So maybe it's time to start working on a squeezer. Just while we're working on other things. Yeah, that doesn't really require any steel, per se. That requires a bunch of other things. So, let's put that on the list. I think we're going to need one for some things anyway. So... Yeah, we have the heavy. It's just everything else that we're lacking. Okay. How are we doing on redstone? We're doing pretty good. How are we doing on copper gears? We're doing pretty okay. We seem to be short on the mechanical bits. But we can solve that relatively easily. We need more copper. That is going to be a constant refrain, too. Yeah, I think that's not enough. That's not even close to enough. Oh, and I also need... I need more copper. Well, it's time to go fetch some more copper, then. Yeah, these things will be fine on their own for a moment. Let's just... Oh, right, I don't have my medallion anymore. That sucks. Those frickin' butterflies, man. Let's check the marketplace while we're here. Oh, that's a problem. That's a big problem. Huh. Okay, I know a powered lantern will turn off mob spawning within 32 blocks. Is that tall enough to get to those branches that are unlit up there? I don't think so. But it's probably my best bet. Regardless, in the meantime, let's ignore the problem and hope it'll go away, and let's see if I haven't taken the copper out of this ship. I think that might have been the ship that I raided the last time I went raiding for copper. But we won't know until we go. I'll probably pick up the iron in there even if I have taken the copper. Just because I'm also going to need lots of iron. Really need a better solution to thirst. Oh, hi. Let's just go around the whale shark. Did it teleport away? Or am I... Oh, no. Yes, that's another aspect of having a pig iron bow is you'll occasionally take bites out of it. I could technically solve all my satiety with just holding my bow in my hand, and I'd eventually fill up my hunger again, I think. Okay. We must not have if we didn't light this place up. Yeah, if this is unlit, then it's very probably unlooted. Turn that F7 mode on. I should have that on all the time by default anyway. Just looking for, like, dark spots that the millionaire village has made. I don't know if I like how the munch interrupts the draw. That's potentially problematic. In any case, let's just... Well, we have a bunch of experience orbs on the ground, too. Let's repair our arrows a little bit with those. Just get myself some blocks to climb up the side of the ship with. And if we can repair our arrows on as a bonus, that's nice. There we go. And now that we've lit up the sides, we can just kind of run right down the center. And kind of get that couple of sun holes too. And that, by and large, should have the ship safe. Okay, now let's just despawn all the critters, and we'll take over whatever's left. That shark is following me. That's a worrying proposition. Well, we're way faster and smarter than it, and I can shoot it down if I need to. But yes, I know from experience that basically that shark is a kill aura. You get close to it, suddenly you start suffering tremendous damage really quickly. Even though it looks like it's not a shark but a whale. It's not peaceful. Okay. So far looking like I did so good. Was that the lag of something spawning? I don't think so. Alright, just a few little dark spots inside, but otherwise, this is looking solid. Yep, solid all around. I'm getting pretty good at this, I think. Making these ships worthy. Really, you'd think that in a world where monsters come in the dark, lighting would be an important system on any civilian vessel. Maybe monster spawning is a relatively recent phenomenon. There's the implication that the Millionaire Village has been living here for years. Maybe monster spawning is something that only happens when, you know, a player is close. And our arrival is just as much curse as it is blessing. We're a constantly walking catastrophe. Okay, we might as well loot the loot crates while we're here, too. Let's make this just a nice full mining endeavor. Our charcoal is probably long done, but oh well. Ah, that's right, I'm missing a flashlight. Good. Sure, pick up some new gold. Pick up a little bit of everything while we're here. I did see that the squeezer would need tin, so we might as well get those. Now, while we're on loot boxes, let's get the lower decks. Yeah, just easier to mine up everything, you know? There we go. Wow, bed's only stacked to 1? Okay. I don't know why, but okay. And a dupe and a dupe. And that's the lower decks all taken care of. More or less. Oops. Oh well. You can see that I'm terribly concerned about those valuable, priceless resources that all those crates contain. Yes. Just tears me up seeing it drop into the ocean like that. I'll keep those. I think that might be silicon ore. I think we're a bit low on diamonds. Yeah. Yeah, everything. Have nice full pockets coming home. That feels good. We're gonna blast through it really quickly, but it still feels good. But yeah, this is definitely the point in the game where you start realizing that you need a resource generator. You can't go mining for everything, even when it's giving it to you literally by the block. It's still too slow. And you're going out farther and farther hunting down these ships. It's getting tougher and tougher. You need something else. You need an excavator. I am going to keep these as ores because I think that I'm relatively close to having a excavator ready. Wait, This is just Cinnabar, isn't it? That geologist stage. Should be able to recognize some of this. These are just minerals. That's... I should know, like, what kimberlite is, shouldn't I? Yeah. That looks identical to what's in my pocket. And kimberlite, I know, can be crushed into... Okay. Well, maybe I won't keep these as ores, then. I mean, especially since I'm out of slots in the pants. Troubling. Troubling. I should bring the hammer for those, I guess. You know what? Let's just go... Well, first of all, let's go to the seafloor. And then let's go home. Okay. Yeah. Take a couple steps closer. And let's get ready to pour that out into just ingots, I think. If I need more gears, I'll cast them from ingots. Or even better, I'll just use my new metal press. That's probably a better idea. Faster. Okay, how are these things doing? I still hear flames crackling. But we can at least assess the one, I think. Yeah. Where was I keeping there? Yeah, and that seriously should be Cinnabar. Wait, is that Minecraft iron ore? Nah, that's Minecraft copper ore. That might be Minecraft iron ore. No. Still, if Silk Touch from a mineral is giving me a Minecraft ore, maybe I really can do the Alchemist's quest. Because I think that was the only request of his that I wasn't able to fulfill, just finding it in the world. Okay, these bronze coins I don't care about. The rest are worthwhile enough. I really wish there was a faster way to do this. There probably is, and I just don't know about it. Okay. The rest of it, that's farming stuff. That's a little bit of redstone. I'll keep those golden apples. Arrows are probably as repaired as they're going to get from the XP we dropped. And let's see what's in here. Alright, so... in our completely scientific method, a single full load of 27 log piles on this yields 1, 2, 3, almost 4. Let's call that 4 stacks, counting what we'd get from blockifying and breaking down the flakes. So let's call that 4 blocks of charcoal out of 4 stacks of charcoal, rather, out of that. As well as a little bit of, unfortunately, mostly useless ash. Alright. 4, maybe 4.5 stacks. Remember that number. Now let's get exact numbers. Yep, 4 stacks and 3. Honestly, not bad. Not bad for how much faster it is, as well as the fact that it doesn't need glue in order to activate. But I have a feeling that this is going to far outperform it. And we will really justify making that carpenter's glue recipe. Yeah. Okay, you're still going. Maybe I should just cut that tree down and keep the saplings on hand. That might be a plan. That might be a plan. Because, again, if an Enderman spawns up there, that is bad news. Have I completely cleaned out the pants? No, I haven't. Let's do that real quick. That's a bit better. Okay, you. Well, let's just take care of you. Look at it go. Bathe me in XP. We'll probably see the XP tank on these arrows fill up real quick. It's a beautiful shower of wood and XP. Yeah, that tank's already full. Now it has to actually spend itself repairing the arrows very slowly. Mending moss is really a bit underwhelming. I think that the rate of auto repair is based on your overall durability. I might get a little bit better use out of it if I put a diamond on the arrows. Maybe. Maybe. This will also kind of be... It'll show off just how much a single full tank of XP fills those arrows, I guess. We're probably going to start dying of dehydration from sprint jumping before we reach our water inside. Inch forward, it's okay. We just need to kind of slowly fling ourselves in. And that's good enough to just dump all this. Yep. One single tree. Not a bad haul. And now just over the next couple of minutes, we'll probably pick up enough sequoia saplings to grow 2 more of those trees. But we'll only ever really plant 1, and we'll just grow it with bone meal instead of leaving it idle. That's probably the plan. Time to harvest the cactus? Time to harvest the cactus. I'm not sure if I need cactus green in order to make Buildcraft fluid pipes in this pack. Hell, I'm not even sure if I can get cactus green out of these things. Yes, I can. So, how do one make fluid pipes? It's with pipe sealant, which is made with beeswax, residue, or slime, or cactus green. Okay. Honestly, slime is probably cheaper for me right now, simply because of the blood bank, but we'll grow some cactus anyway. Just to have a supply of green dye. Why not? Alright. So. Oh, I never started pouring out that copper, did I? Oops. My bad. Are you on ingots? You are. Good. That shouldn't take too terribly long. And how are we for this? Okay. That should be a bit more than 9 stacks, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. So let's start getting some steel smelted. Slowly inchworm our way over to where we can throw this all in. Might not have enough room in the tank for all these. Yep, that'll do. How goes the drainage of the pollution? It's going. It's going. Our ventilation is a little bit slow, but it's steady. So long as we remember to clean the filter every once in a while. And we won't have to remember that forever. I'm going to want to watch this, because I think I'm going to want to pour out that steel all as blocks. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. And I think I'm going to put a diamond on these arrows. That also sounds like a plan. Yeah. They're still working their way through the XP. It's a real slow process, yeah. Okay, so with a diamond, it's 120. Would an emerald be better? No. Yeah, diamond is just a raw increase in durability. Emerald is based on your stats, and these arrows are they're built more for the end speed and for the accuracy than they are for durability. So they need a flat boost instead of a percentage. Now I do think that going with both, I would get a substantial increase over what emeralds alone would give me, because I think they count the diamonds as part of their base stats now. And do I have any quartz I can put on it? I have some. That'll be the last modifier on these arrows. I will use quartz on them, just to increase the damage a little bit. I don't have enough, but that's an easy fix. Okay. Let's turn that off just so that we can get our tank better arranged. Steel, then copper, then... no, I don't want to pour out any iron. Hell, I don't want to pour out any steel if I can help it. Yep. It seems slow, but it's just because we are doing a big order right now. Let's see how the saplings are coming down out there. They're coming along. Lots of sticks. Lots and lots of sticks. I honestly probably never need to use my sawmill for sticks ever again. Not that I use sticks all that often anymore anyway. Not where we're getting compressed sticks out of boards. I suppose I use them for torches. And that's probably about it. No, 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 no. Okay. I won't know how short it is of a block until it's more fully poured out, but let's pour that out as blocks, because that's the largest factor of what we're going to need for this. Yeah, we're also going to need that steel scaffolding, steel fence, but the blocks, that is what we need the most of. We already have a few in here. So let's pick up the ingots that we did get. And where was that first piece made? Engineer's Workshop, I should have guessed. Okay, so there's our drill head. We're also going to need just some fences. I should have some steel rods in this, shouldn't I? Yeah. Some fences. And now I just need a bunch of scaffolding. Didn't I have some scaffolding still? Yep, but I need to make more. And let's just go ahead and make that. Is that enough? Not quite. You make it in pretty big bundles. You kind of just make what you need. Okay, then I just need my one heavy engineering block from here. And I need... How are you doing? Have you mixed all your steel yet? Yeah. And you're only one ingot short of being a nice even block cast, so let's put that in. And get you going again. So I needed 5. And that should do it for our core sampling drill. Now, I am going to need to go and check on something real quick. Hold on just a second. If I... it's over... Where did I put the damn thing? Was it under there? No. Yeah, it was okay. Of course, it's in the folder labeled JBTA notes. Of course. Exactly where I should look first. How dare I? How dare I hide it in such a place? I should know I would never look there. Good, the arrows are fully repaired. Yes. Sorry, I was just finding... I've told you a couple of times that in my creative world, I have looked up... I've poked a lot of holes with this core sampling drill, and I've been keeping a track of some juicy chunks. So now we're going to test to see if those are still the same. Make sure that our world is holding true to the pattern that has held true to me in all my testing so far. So we're just gonna take our relays, our wire, and we are going to just get going outside, I think. So the first one that I want to look for is I want to do, let's see here, closest oil. That's minus 20624 and minus 7008. It's right on the sugarcane farm, of course. But still, let us test it. Yeah, we can build it in the water, probably. Yeah, that's the... Yeah, we can build it out on the water. It's fine. So let's put the core sampling drill right here. It doesn't matter if it gets wet. It's okay. And let's start to wire it up. I'm going to need some construction blocks. What did I do with all my millionaire dirt walls? I probably threw them out, arrogantly thinking that I was done with such peasantry. No, the peasantry is just in my blood, in my soul. It shall forever be a part of my being. I should know this. And that is why it's nice to leave F7 mode on. Okay. That's a potential issue. Well, we'll solve that when we'll solve that. It's generally better to have industrial immersive engineering wires higher than lower, so that you can walk under them, jump under them, and not shock yourself. It also means that they'll stretch a bit farther, because they do droop with gravity, and the line is not allowed to intersect other blocks. So if anything, you kind of want to work them a little bit higher with each one, until they're to the point that you can't really easily reach them anyway. Yeah, these ones are a bit too high, just already. And I need more building blocks. Yep. That's okay. That's fine. It was a good time to check in on the village anyway. Game. The walls are really coming along, ain't they? Yeah, some of the gates still need doing, but they are getting there. And the fort is looking grand. Okay, so they claim they need more iron, and they need more Norman tapestries. That's a good that I actually can't provide directly. All I can do is I can provide them with the goods they need to construct them, and they have to build them themselves. I'm a bit low on gold. Let's flip some windows for old time's sake. Busy, busy castle. Interrupting me left and right. Okay, that's a bit better. So, alright, I needed building blocks. Thank you. And I think that what they need to build Norman tapestries is they need gray, black, and brown wool. Which, other than just... I don't know if I have a super easy source of that right now. There's a couple of brown sheep around. And I can obviously get black dye. I can go and kill some squid. I don't feel like doing it right now. I'm too curious about how the core drill is going to go. And yet, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to temporarily deconstruct our pass-through. Just in order to start running our power to the core drill. Just a temporary measure. Probably going to be messing with this thing anyway. Eventually, I'm probably going to want to replace that thing for a high-voltage outlet. Which, honestly, I don't think there's any reason I can't do that right now. Other than the fact that HV relays are They have to be made with insulated glass. And that can be a little... That's a good reason to be farming cactus. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that insulating glass is what you need to make the HV wire relays. You need 4 of it per, so 2 cactus green per 8 of those. As well as aluminum, and I don't have a super good supply of aluminum right now. Regardless. We can go here to here. We can get shocked off the wire, which I should have predicted. We can get right back on that stupid horse. And we can just run that over. This side, so that we don't get shocked. Too far away. That figures. So you just set up a pillar halfway between them. Get on there. This time, don't stand directly on it when you are putting the line on the damn thing. And that's better. And that should give power to our core sample drill. Now, if it's holding true to pattern, then this vein should have 10,622,000 millibuckets of crude oil exactly. Why, you no go. Why, you no go. You have the power. Yep, that's a live wire. Does power have to be down here? Yeah, sure. Just run the power line directly into the seawater. What could go wrong? It's fine. Except we kind of need a intermediary just because it's so steep. God damn. You know what? Let's just take you down a couple notches. There, that should be shallow enough. Or not. I hate these power cables sometimes. I'm probably going to have to build an intermediary just to get it stepped up to this one, ain't I? How's that? Oh, come on. My apologies. I am bad with these. I'm bad with building in general, I suppose. There. Are you happy now? There you go. So, 10,622,000 just oil. Okay. We have a interesting opportunity / problem. Well, it's time to start exploring the world because for whatever reason, this world generated differently. You know, I just said that I didn't have a good source of aluminum, and now I do. That's nice. Yes. These core samples, you can just lay them down wherever you like. I think I'm going to get another one. Can I get another one, please? Please? If I pick you up, put you down again, give you power all over again. There we go. Yes, I think I'll just keep a collection of these as well. This just as my in-world notes of any chunks that I'm really interested in. And yes, molten metal, especially something as useful as molten aluminum, that is a pretty incredible find. Well, this is a very boring process, and I'm in no danger since I've more or less turned mob spawning off on this island with how much I've lit it. So, I think this might be another time-lapse episode, just because I have a lot of searching to do. Well, it'll save me, it'll save my voice a little, I suppose. I'm gonna do this again a little bit better. You know what? This will probably go a lot faster if I'm not struggling around the power every time. Is there any way I can swing a capacitor? Preferably a... that's electrotine alloy. Yeah. Okay, what does electrotine alloy cost? I could do that in an alloy kiln. All I need to do is find electrotine dust. I think electrotine dust, the only way to find that is to go digging deep. Like, go mining. Honestly? Okay. That might be a project we can do. Let's just get everything squared away. Yeah, all that. Let's keep our core samples in this chest. Those are intermediaries. We'll call this high tech. And there we go. All right, so we need our hammer. We need some more fences. Jungle. And... oh, we lost our bucket. Tragedy. We're out of iron ingots. Tragedy. Okay, there we go. Right, and let's turn off the pour. Over there. And find our trusty, rusty bucket cast. Probably time to clean the filter, and it's probably time to harvest our clay. Or harvest our charcoal, I should say. Come on. Yep. Ooh, that's a little bit of actual proper sulfur, I think. Yep. That should start just draining out again. I hear no crickle crackle. And remember, we want to take our silk touch off when we're digging into this. Okay, so the competition is 4 stacks and 3. And drumroll please, the results are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and almost 7. Yeah. You get quite a nice amount from this type of pit burning. That is almost enough to do a whole more 7 of those. Oh, I was putting those in intermediary. That's really more of a base product. Yeah. And also, I think that all this needs is more water, and that'll probably give me enough for a whole other set. We can swing a bit of water. And I think that proves that the forestry pit burner is probably the one we want to use. At least for the immediate future. And yeah, you can see that you kind of want to set the carpenter up for... Oh, that's right. I killed my pass-through. Well, that's fine. We need to get that instantiated again anyway, because I decided that I'm going to be doing this via a capacitor. And we can just fill the capacitor indoors. I'm missing my hammer. God damn. By the way, I think I had a thought on what might have happened. I think that what might have happened is... I think that I dropped all my stuff, and then those dynamic trees jungle pods I was carrying, they sprouted up, and they must have destroyed some of my stuff. And most of the stuff that survived was Tinker's, which is usually immune from stuff like telefragging and the like. So that might be why it's mostly the Tinker's stuff that survived and mostly the other miscellany that didn't. I think that might be my working hypothesis. Where is it? There we go. Yes, and I guess we can also rename this to molten aluminum chunk and disable it just to have it in our list. Oops. Get down here. That's better. This one is just exactly in line with the windmill, I think. I probably need construction blocks. Not very many of them. Okay, and if I just give that a tap with the old hammer, yep, we've restored power. Okay. And yep. Now it's just simply out of glue. Unfortunately, I don't think I have enough for another pit burn. No, I do. Because, yeah, we want to run this one. We want to run this one all the way into the ground. And when I get back from finding some electrotine, I'm going to need to set that thing up to produce some cheap glue so that I can make even more of this stuff. Because I think this is the way to getting enough charcoal to get our steel all set for the next stage of industry. Regardless, what we need to do now is, yeah, we have enough for another batch of steel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, we don't. Never mind, we were just barely short. So let us finish up our fences and let's go digging for some electrotine. And let's also get some additional torches. Just some. Now, is there anything in here that'll tell me where electrotine ore is in World Gen? No, not really. I just know that it's low down, like it's within the range that's usually where you find diamonds in a normal world. So, nothing to it but to get to it. And suddenly the game lags, of course. No, you're not allowed to be useful. Yes, unfortunately, digging down a stairway is still going to be tough. You can't really support it very easily. So expect to get head bonked a few times. But it's not so bad as long as you stand well back of where you're mining. There should be a hard hat to prevent damage from these blocks falling on you. That looks like draconium. So the question is, will it silk touch? What do you know it do? It's undoubtedly unknown. And apparently very heavy. No? What am I carrying that's so heavy? This must be osmium. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. And behold, electrotine. Unfamiliar. So, need to crush it with a hammer. Oh, hey, would you look at that? Luck is rising naturally a lot faster than it used to. I don't think I've put any more lapis on this thing. This is all natural growth. So yeah. I guess the real question will be, will it go up to Lucky 2 automatically? I don't know. Regardless, yeah, that's pretty amazing. All right. I think I have enough to make just one HV capacitor. So what I need to do now is I need to make kiln bricks in order to make an alloy kiln, because that's easier than a thermionic fabricator. Way easier. So I just need some sandstone, I need some brick. That's it. So I'm not quite sure how many of these exactly I'm going to need. Okay. I get 2 at a time. So 2, 4, 6, 8. I need 4 crafts of this. So I need 8 sandstone. That translates to 32 sand. Constantly forgetting where the heck I put the compacting barrel these days. And I'm going to need just 8 bricks. That should do it. Then, if I just go over, I don't know, here, and I take myself 12, and a stack of electrotine is all it'll hold from now. I guess I could put this in the same corner as the smeltery. This is getting a bit crowded. But yes, the alloy kiln is a very simple 2x2 cube. And you just give it a whack with a hammer. That's an alloy kiln. And then you just pile in the stuff, and you need to give it fuel, of course. Yep, the alloy kiln is fast, it's cheap, it's simple. The only downside of it is literally impossible to automate. No wire, no cable, no nothing will hook up to it. Not even hoppers will work. You can't put hoppers on the top or bottom of this thing. So, when you see those recipes in the thermionic fabricator for these electrotine alloy ingots, that is for automation purposes. So now I just need to smelt some lead. I need to make some treated planks. Oh boy. Well, that's not hard. That's not hard. That's just creosote oil. Is there a more convenient way to empty out the carpenter? No, we just need to... Boop. Oh boy. That's rough. Immediately get all the wood just smacked into our face. It's not even a Saturday night. Okay. And from there... Okay, so... Need to put those in the corners. Need to give it some ash. With that in the center. And I guess I can take this barrel here. And I can use that to transport some creosote oil. Can I just bucket it up? Oh, we're out of creosote. Well, I can steal some from these. How you doing? Got like 2 more. Got like 5 more. That'll do. I don't need much treated wood right now. I also could technically buy it from Austin Supercar, but that's very expensive. Not that money is an issue right now. I guess it's more kind of a general principle thing. But yeah, that gets us our treated planks. Nice and easy. These things are useful for all sorts of things. Blank patterns are now much cheaper. Yeah. These wooden storage crates that they make, they are the same size as a Minecraft chest, except they can be picked up and they will retain their contents. In fact, that's possibly a better solution than the fancy pants right now. Yeah, if I just... That was creosote oil, right? Yeah. Okay, so if I put that down, let's test it and make sure I'm right. I can pick that up. Yep, it retains inventory. So... This might honestly be better than the fancy pants. This might be the fancy pants 2.0. Okay. Now, the backpack that I'm after is better still. That's, or at least it's more convenient. The backpack is also the size of a chest, but it's going to require these impregnated sticks, and that's going to require seed oil, and that's going to require a squeezer. So I just don't quite have the infrastructure to build those quite yet, but we're close to it. We are close to it. And the fancy pants, of course, shall have a spot of honor. We shall not simply throw them out. They have served us so wonderfully well. Regardless, I need to smelt some lead. And since I'm making a block, let's just smelt a nice block size number of it. Lead melts very quickly. And it should cast very quickly as well. There it goes. Now, what else am I going to need? Going to need some aluminum. I should have at least some aluminum ore. Somewhere in here. Copper, silver, gold, iron, lead. A little bit. There should be some. It's tin. That's lithium. Come on. Where's all the aluminum at? I should have picked up some. You know, let's start moving all these unknown ores over into a single chest so I can look through them more easily. Yeah, that's a bit better. Still have no clue what that is. There's some aluminum. That should be enough. That isn't the right one, is it? No, that's titanium. A dirt. That's the right one, right? Yeah. And yeah, aluminum smelts really quick. There we go. Okay. So a little bit of aluminum, a little bit of steel, a redstone. Now I just need to make all those light engineering blocks. And that's not a huge issue. Let's put these in here. Jack-o'-lantern is a nice indicator for them. Okay, so first I need to make some redstone blocks. That is just going to require some of these. A lot of this. And a bit of this. And quite a lot of that. And just like that, I should be able to boop and boop. Looks like iron was the shortfall on that one, or no, it was iron because it only takes 25 redstone, I think. How's that doing? Yeah, we're clearing out the air pretty quick in here. Now, I think I should technically only need 2 of these. Okay. 8, so I need 16 of those. And I'm gonna need 16 of those. And I'm gonna need 6, 12, and 4. Well, the 4 at least is easy. 12 is also easy. It just needs a tiny bit of extra work. I really wish I had a better method for converting blocks to ingots real quickly. Normally, the metal press is what you use for that if you can't just do it by hand, but unfortunately, that recipe doesn't work. At least, it didn't work when I tried it out a long time ago, the first time I played through this pack. It might be worth trying again, but meh. Alright, so what else am I missing? Just a redstone block, I think. Okay, HV capacitor. Oh, nope, nope. 2 aluminum and 3 steel. Of course. Very convenient. And 2 aluminum. And an HV capacitor holds a lot of power. So, it'll take forever to charge up on our rinky-dink setup. Capacitors, you kind of just, you set them down, you can give them power, you can put power out of them as well. And that's just it. Now notice that it has a gold and a blue circle on here. That indicates it's input and output, I think. Can I get a voltmeter? Yeah, that's relatively simple. Just 4 of those, 1 of those. And from there it would be 2 sticks and a piece of copper. So first compass, then voltmeter, and that, yep. See? Very tiny amount of energy income, very big battery. 87,000 out of 4 million. Yeah, this thing is going to be charging for a little moment. But that should also allow us to use the, yes, you can configure the sides with the hammer. Input, output, none. And I think that will stay through it being picked up, but even if not, you can put it next to a device and configure the other side by shift right clicking. So input, output, none. These things are very nice and configurable. They will even link up to comparators. They will output a redstone signal based on how full they are. And you can use them for automating things like diesel generators. Which a diesel generator is what you really want to use to charge one of these. Charging it off of a windmill is kind of torturously slow and stupid. So let's test here, roughly. It should be charged by now, enough for one poke of the core sample drill. Let's just knock that power off of it. And let's see, in the voltmeter, how much you got? You got 100 and... Why are you still charging? Was that just a slow update from the voltmeter? I hope so. Okay, so let's boop boop. Put you there. So 186 down to 178. So that's about 9,000 RF to charge up the core drill. Is that enough to do the entire operation? Like if I pick you up, these things retain their charge when you pick them up. Don't worry. That's kind of the whole point of them. Yeah, okay, 8,000 flux. And this chunk has nothing in it. Which is fortunate for something inside my base, I suppose. Okay. Okay, so 8,000 RF to perform a single operation of the core drill. And these things are charging at roughly 1 to 2,000 per second ish. It would probably charge a little bit faster if I built a full water wheel outside, but yeah, okay. So, yeah, this capacitor, I'll just let it fill up for a little while, and that should be enough for me to get quite a lot of sampling done. Yeah, let's keep this here. So, anything else I can work on in the meantime? Squeezer, I guess. Nah. Nah, I think I'm just going to AFK for a moment while this thing charges. And I will pause the video, and I will be right back to you once it's a bit more charged. Okay, it has been 20-25 minutes. I did a couple of minor off-camera chores. I made another one of these wooden storage crates in the process of cleaning the creosote oil out of the carpenter. I ran around the village. I checked for any dark spots that have accumulated. But in general, I've just kind of got up, stretched my legs, got a drink, eat, drink, and be merry, and sat here and mostly just kept my hunger and my hunger and thirst topped up. And we have a lovely bucket of energy sitting here. That should be able to explore the nearest couple hundred chunks at least. And yeah, sorry to leave you on a time lapse, but this is a highly boring task and I wouldn't want to watch it, so I won't make you watch it. Yep, I'll show you the process just once or twice, but you'll get the idea real quick. So, what we do is we hold the core drill in our hands, and you see that makes the core chunks visible, just like we were in F9 mode. So we can then go into another chunk, and I think it should accept power from the bottom just fine if we pick it up. No? Are you no? Okay, if I hammer that into orange mode. No? You only accept it from the sides? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. There you go. There you go. And another nothing. Cool. I'll show you one more time just to show you that I can do this without completely janking everything up. Go into a chunk. Put down my power. Put down my drill. Give it a boop. Nothing. Really? Honestly, that's what I want to see inside my base. But yep, that's just the dance that I'm going to be doing. Just a little bit more sped up for you. Yeah, I need to do this in real time. See you in a bit. Oh, right away. A nice little 5 million buckets of oil right next to base. Okay, okay. I'm a-liking it. I'm a-feeling good about it. I really have to pick up the drill just to get a second one for archival purposes. Okay. Lava. Lava is useful. It might not seem like it when we can just make it in a crucible, but having a source of lava is an easy and cheap way to fuel a mass smeltery project, and having that right next to my base makes me a happy, happy boy. Goddamn. A coal vein and molten tin? We chose a really good spot for a base. Kimberlite is incredibly useful. It is a vital, vital resource. It gives you diamonds and it gives you electrotine. And again, that's right near home. Beautiful. Molten silver ain't bad either. By the way, just if you were wondering why I'm keeping additional core samples for archival purposes, if you hold one in your hand, it shows you exactly where the chunk is. So yeah, keeping all your most important core samples, keeping backups of them in a chest somewhere, that is useful for plotting purposes. Holy crap. I was searching in my creative worlds for hours for molten copper, and I couldn't find any. And here I got some just right damn here. Assorted quartz ain't bad either. Assorted quartz will give you Certus quartz and nether quartz, as well as whatever that is. But molten copper, oh, I am happy. I am very happy to have a molten copper vein. Another molten copper. Silt is a useful one in and of itself, though. That gives you, I think, sand, gravel, and clay in roughly equal parts. And also notice that the expected yield, 384,000 ores. That's true for every mineral vein that I've ever seen. Yup. That's funny. The chunk with the Norman's quarry on it has no mineral whatsoever. Cinnabar! That's redstone. Yep. Redstone and glowstone, technically. That'll be a pretty early priority target. Okay. I think this might be the closest source of iron we've found so far. And it's relatively close to a bunch of lava sources, too. So this might be a good place for a metal manufactory. Unless we find liquid iron somewhere close by. Did I check the market today? Coal and lava in this chunk. And then not 2 chunks away, I think I had a hematite, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, coal and hematite means steel. So I might have a good setup for an automated steel plant in the making right here. I don't think I'll keep those core samples. I'll just keep that in mind. Ho ho ho! The stupid Viking showed up. Hello, sir. Please and thank you. Alright, alright, alright. We're back in business. Oh, I am so close to that petroleum, so I never have to do this again. Okay, never mind. There's an even better steel smeltery right in front of my damn door. And I think this is also the new closest iron. I beg your pardon? Molten hard carbon? Ho 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 ho. I happen to know that's a very, very good thing indeed. Yes, that will help out enormously because in order to make these petroleum infused ingots, we need enriched petroleum, which is made from a combination of hard carbon and crude oil. Now, normally this wouldn't be so bad. You dig up the kimberlite in a coal vein, but if we can just get hard carbon straight from the tap, that's all the for the better. You know, yeah. I should probably keep a note of that. Oh, I think Riley's going to be so jealous when I show him this. Oh, okay. Coal vein right next to it. We might have easy cheesy steel. I'll consider it. Ho. It's gonna be a bit of a bitch mining this around from the fort, but still, that's all the ender pearls right there. Yeah. No, it should just be able to straight cast into pearls, shouldn't it? Huh. Well, it's still easier enderium than we had before. we have any immediate uses for Enderium? Not really, but I imagine we'll have uses for it later. I won't keep a copy of it, but I'll keep it in mind. Okay, I think that's sufficient for the moment. It is getting late, I'm getting tired, and I've discovered some good prospects. We've got all the major things that we're looking for. We've got a steel plant that we can plan out, a couple of potential steel plants. We've got a couple of surprise resources. We've got liquid copper. That's beautiful. And we've got this is a small deposit of oil, but I've been finding deposits of oil everywhere. This world is kind of loaded up with them, including a couple of big, huge ones. So, we have prospects. We have prospected the prospects, and we have found them prospectful. I'm not sure if that's an actual word. But the prospects are looking good. Yes. That's the long story short there. I'm tired. I should not talk. Regardless, this has been a long, long day, and I am going to try and make it slightly less long in post-editing, but I know there's no guarantees that it'll be entertaining anyway. Regardless, I will just put this battery back on charger just in case we want a battery for anything. And I will see all of you in the next one. Have yourself a good evening.